What's going on, travelers? Thanks for tuning into the... Oh, geez, what episode are we on? It's been a while.
Are we on
Think we're on
30 or
28?
29?
No, 28.
28? Okay.
28, yeah. Welcome to the 28th episode of The Resonance. That still sounds wrong.
I thought you checked it.
It's the... Wait. Jeez. Oh, it's the 29th episode.
I told you. Boom.
Jeez, I need to trust you more.
Yeah. What are you doing?
The 29th episode of The Resonance, a weekly Genshin Impact podcast. I am your host, Dalton, and with me is Pharaoh.
Yo, what's up?
I love it. I got to talk to you about the yo, what's up? Remind me before we get off the call. It's going to be a little bit of a different episode. We don't have a whole lot to talk about as far as like the game goes, but we have a ton of information to go over from the 3.2 special program that literally went live today. They broke their streak. They did this on a Sunday, not a Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Really throwing us off.
Yeah, for real.
Instead, we're going to fill the first half before the break with just all reviews. We're going to cover all the reviews that we've gotten that we haven't gotten to go over yet. One of them I'm going to read or try to read in a character's voice.
Oh, yeah. That's so good.
Yeah, it's you're probably going to laugh and I'm going to hate myself.
That's the best part of it, dude.
Yeah, you're next, and I hope someone chooses something really bad.
Yeah, I will be next. That's fine.
But yeah, this person's probably been waiting for a long time, but we have a ton of reviews to go over. That way we're kind of playing catch up. And then after the break, we'll go over the 3.2 special program. Because the next week, I think we get our update, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
It said coming soon, by the way. It never even said what time the update would go live. Did you catch that?
I did not, no.
Yeah, it says coming soon. Doesn't say the date, but I'd have to go back. I don't remember what the date exactly was when they announced when this update would go live. I forget what it was. But I guess next week. That's usually how it works.
Yeah.
So anyway, how does this podcast thing work? I guess we do our review reading, right? It feels like it's been forever.
Yeah.
Sorry,
what's wrong with you? You're off.
I'm off my game. Yeah. I'm off my game. We have a ton of reviews to go over. Yeah. So I guess I'll jump right into it.
Go for it.
Yep. So our first review is titled Good Podcast. And they said, this is a good podcast. This is a 5-star review, by the way. I enjoy listening to it while cleaning and definitely recommend it. And that is by a Chi main.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Okay. Good.
Yeah. I don't think we've had that before.
Yeah. Plus, I like it because it's like short to the point.
Yeah.
There you go.
I also listen to podcasts when I'm cleaning.
There you go.
So that's
the way to do it.
This Chi definitely recommends it.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that. We have another one by I don't know why it comes up like this, but the title of the review is Great Podcast, and this review is from Hong Kong, and they said one of the best podcasts that I have listened to, though I listen more on Spotify. P.S. You should look at my characters if you run low on content. They gave us their server and their UID. They said, Yaimiko is great. Anyways, great podcast. And Sino is OP. I love using Sino. So
debatable,
I agree with you.
But yeah.
Yaimiko is great character-wise. I don't have Yaimiko, but we'll talk about that in a little bit.
Yeah, same actually.
But thank you for listening on Spotify. And thank you for taking the time to go in and leave a review on Apple Podcasts. That's probably like one of the most like strenuous things you could probably do to support us.
Definitely. But so worth it.
Yes. Thank you. We did look at their characters actually like a couple weeks back. I don't know if you remember.
I do remember. Yeah. Because
they had
were
some built
stacked.
characters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. We enjoyed that. We probably did that for like a good half hour.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, thank you for the review. Awesome review. I'm saving the one for last. The one that I'm going to read in the character's voice, or at least try to. The next one is amazing job. We have another 5-star review. One of the saddest moments was in, by the way, they say Tignari's story quest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not Tainari. I've actually learned the proper pronunciation. It is Tignari.
Oh, wait, what is it? Tignari?
It's okay. So it's not Tignari.
Mm-hmm.
It's Tignari.
Tignari.
Tignari. It's like Tugnari, kind of.
Tignari.
Tignari, yeah.
Oh wow, that is strange.
It is strange, yeah. So I learned that it's if you say Tainari like they do in the game,
mm-hmm.
They make fun of you.
Oh, it's one of those.
You're being laughed at.
Yeah, it's one of those things where
it's so uberly bad that like.
Well, they purposely. We read that before, right? Like they purposely make it easier for the American audience to pronounce these things.
Yeah.
Which still they elude me regardless, so it doesn't really matter. Right. I'm going to mispronounce it no matter what.
But the community is saying that if you call him Tignari, it's like perfectly acceptable. You're not getting laughed at. It's like okay, you're saying it kind of right, but it's like Tignari. I don't know how to. Yeah, I've watched a video and I've rewinded it like about 20 times, and I was just like, okay, I'm going to get this right. So, but anyway.
I remember I used to be so proud whenever I learned that I could officially pronounce Liyue.
Liyue.
I was like, oh man, I nailed it. Like no one can laugh at me for that. So
they said, amazing job, 5-star review. One of the saddest moments was in Tignari's story quest, but amazing job again. I always like listening to your podcast. And that was by Grace Sky 24/7.
Nice.
Tignari's story quest, yeah. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was like that was a tearjerker for me.
Yeah, it was.
I kind of.
I mean, he's still kind of a jerk, but yeah.
No, he's not.
No,
how can you say he's a jerk?
He's a little bit of a jerk.
How can you say that
he's definitely gotten better. Jesus. He's definitely gotten better, but he made that initial impression on me. He rubbed me the wrong way, and I still haven't really gotten off of it yet.
I can't believe that you still have a problem with Tignari, even though
you only have one chance to make a first impression, bro.
Yeah, but you can't judge a book by its cover. So
I didn't judge it by the cover. He opened the book and he flipped through a couple of pages.
No, you saw like literally the cover. That was like the cover. You don't see any of the insides of Tignari until you actually do his story quest. I will die on this hill.
Debatable.
I mean, it's not like he sentenced that freaking robot to death, which we haven't talked about any of the character stories since 3.0, by the way.
Yeah, we'll have to
because we've just been like,
do that. Yeah.
We'll have to do that. But yeah, he's a good guy. I love him.
Yeah, he tries.
Yep.
Sometimes.
Oh God. All right. Also, by the way, did you check out the Discord? I posted a picture of myself in a.
I did not.
Okay. You'll have to go through. I think it's in general, and it's spoiler marked, but it's by me, and you'll see. It's from the fall festival, but you'll like it. Just let me know when you see it.
Okay. I'll scroll through while you're doing this.
Okay. We have it's very recent, by the way. It was just yesterday.
Okay.
Another 5-star review from Gaming for Life 778 on Apple Podcasts. They said, I absolutely love this. Was the title of the review. You guys are so funny. You let us know about events and other useful information. I'm looking forward to the episode of people's relationships in Genshin you mentioned, LOL. But your pronunciation makes me laugh. Well, I'm hoping that we change that. I know the pronunciation thing is like something that people look forward to.
Didn't we read this before, or is this just multiple people telling us our pronunciation's bad?
Yeah, the other one was making fun of us for saying chow instead of xiao.
Oh yeah. That is what it is for me.
They were like pronouncing xiao like he's food.
That's right.
Yeah. I love but also hate that like the pronunciation thing is such like a joke.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm just so used to like mispronouncing everything in any other language, no matter what, because like my wife is on me all the time, you know, with German and Spanish, you know, that she says, and she's given up all hope on me. So hopefully the rest of the population will for these names.
But awesome. Thank you for that awesome review. Very appreciate it. I'm trying to see if there's any more that I can do before I have to embarrass myself on this podcast.
Is there anything at all that we could find?
You know,
who I see the picture, by the way. That is funny.
Yeah, it's a picture.
Where was that?
It was at the fall festival I went to yesterday.
Oh, okay, all right. That's funny.
It's literally for our audio listeners who...
For the candy corn.
Yeah. So if you listen to our candy corn debate on whether or not we enjoy candy corn, I dislike candy corn a lot.
Did we ever get any feedback on that? We should have put up a vote or something like that.
We got mixed. Pretty much everything is mixed. But yeah, it was mixed. And
I remember I won the last one whenever we had the debate on like the teams for the games. I ended up coming out on top for that.
No, I don't think you did.
Lies.
I gotta find it now because the reactions are gone.
Oh, they are?
Well, that's what it looked like.
Well, I remember there was the one on Twitter too where I also won.
The Twitter one doesn't count.
Mm-hmm. That's convenient.
Hold on.
It's tied 7-7.
Yeah, so we're tied.
Yeah, but then we had the Twitter one, which I won, so that breaks the tie, meaning I win.
Doesn't matter. I think at one point I was winning, and then I think someone took it away.
Didn't end up that way, though.
No, you're right. Yeah, no. Ah, boy.
I think it's about that time, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I could have swore we had another one, though, and I just want to make sure that we... some of them were deleted. I think someone posted a bunch of reviews and then deleted them and then reposted different ones.
I don't blame them. It's janky sometimes.
Hold on. We do have... No, pretty sure that's it. Okay, here we go. Let's get it over with. This title of this podcast is This review is I Heard. It's a 5-star review. Should be a 1-star review. It's by Nelty213. Jesus.
This is so funny.
I don't even know how to do this.
Dude, I've done so many girl voices for reviews before. You just have to just find the closest thing you can and just try
This is such a hard one.
I know, yeah. The chibi ones especially are tough.
I heard leaving a 5-star... I can't even do it.
You sounded like... He sounded like a dude still, but it was close enough. Just go with it like that. That's good enough.
I heard leaving.
How about this?
No, I got it.
Okay, all right.
Okay. I heard leaving a 5-star review increases your luck for 5-star characters. Could just... Could just be a rumor. Just kidding. All jokes aside, I enjoy the podcast a lot. The recaps are nice in case I missed anything playing through Quest. Also, can you read this in Diona's voice? No, I clearly cannot.
You know what? You get a 1 out of 5 stars for sounding like her, but you get a 5 out of 5 for effort. So there you go.
I'm sweating. I tried to practice this and I could not get it. Just naturally because my voice is so deep.
Yeah.
When I was practicing it, I tried to add meows in it to make it canon almost, but it didn't work.
That's funny.
Nelty, I'm so sorry.
Hey, they asked for it.
They did. If you want to embarrass us... Be careful
what you wish for, I think, is the...
Yeah. The I mean, you're the one who wished for it, and I'm the one who had to suffer.
There you go. You're welcome, audience.
If you guys are interested in embarrassing us any further, then you can ask us to read your review in any character that you choose. Like I just did. Hopefully a different character. I feel like even Mona would have been a way easier.
Oh, I don't think you want that to
you're
voice
right.
your crush. No,
you're right.
Yeah, leave that as sacred.
Yeah. But if you want to leave a 5-star review, we'll read it on the show. We'll read it in any character that you choose.
Do you want to do this? Do you want to have each have a sacred character where they can not pick that character?
No.
You want it to all be open game?
I want it all to be open game.
Okay.
Yeah, because now I feel like that was the worst of it.
That was one of the worst it could be, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. I want to leave it completely open for them. But if you want to, like I said, we'll read your review in any character that you so choose. Just got to leave it on Apple Podcasts. That way we can actually read it. But yeah, every review helps. Very appreciative. So thank you everybody who left reviews. I'm glad we're kind of caught up, and I hope we get some new ones. We're really enticing people who have left reviews previously to delete their old reviews and write new ones.
Can they do that? I guess they can. Yeah.
I think they can.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. But yeah, super appreciative. If you guys want to support the show in any other way, following us on our socials like Instagram, Twitter, all at HoYoCast. You can join the Discord, discord.me/theresidence, to kind of let you guys in on that. Those are also great ways to support the show. All right. We'd go into the news, but we...
yeah.
But let's take a break because we're already a little bit into this. And after the music, we'll dive right into the 3.2 special program live stream. And then we'll wrap up the show. All right, you got the article up?
Yep.
Cool. All right. Version 3.2 overview. We're going to go over everything pretty much. As always, we use Sora Hoshina's featured special program overview article on HoYoLab. So if you guys want to check that out, go ahead. Lovely, well put together article. So we'll jump right into it.
Mm-hmm.
How did you like it? Did you like the... let's start with the trailer, right? Because that trailer, I feel like, was the best trailer we've ever had.
I agree. It was a super awesome trailer. It got me really hyped for it. I mean, granted, it certainly helps that the content that we're going to be getting into is stuff that we've been waiting for a long time. So,
yeah.
But, yeah, like, I am very, very hyped. It was well done.
Yeah, the music was great. The way it was just, like, directed was awesome. Yeah, super good. We're gonna dive into some awesome stuff. Let's start with the Wish banners. So we got Phase 1. We knew Nahida was coming up because we got her little official artwork stuff that they posted like a couple weeks ago. So Phase 1 is Nahida, who is the Dendro Archon, and she is alongside of Yoimiya for her second rerun, right? Yeah, second rerun.
No, third. Yeah. No. That is right. It is the second rerun.
Second rerun, but third banner. So.
Third banner, yeah.
I'm okay with this because I hate when they put 2 5-stars together that I actually want. Now this is just me, so someone who really wants Yoimiya and really wants Archon probably not so happy, but I'm happy with it. But it just feels way too soon.
I know, right? Like, I literally just got done pulling on Yoi, so
yeah,
I don't know why she's back already, but it kind of worries me too, because that means that she's probably going to be not coming back for a good while, I'd imagine, after this.
Yeah, I mean, they did this with Xiao, actually, too. His banner, he had 2 reruns that were very close together. But yeah, this was, only 2 updates ago. right before Sumeru, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I don't know. It felt weird. I saw it and I was just like, I didn't like it. I was like, this is too soon. I don't like that she's a rerun character. But then I was like, wait a minute, I don't want to pull her, so it works out. So, but yeah, Yoimiya and Nahida for phase 1, and then phase 2. This also surprised me a little bit, honestly. Phase 2, we have Yaimiko, and we also have Tartaglia, or Child,
for the billionth time.
For the millionth time. I think someone in Discord said this is his 5th rerun or 5th banner, one of those two.
It's ridiculous.
It's crazy. Yeah, he's I would say like maybe Venti would probably be the other one that's like probably close to him.
That's come around as much, yeah.
Probably, right?
But at least that one kind of makes sense, right? Because he was like one of the first banners, or he was the first actually featured banner.
Was he?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
So we got Yaimiko, Tartaglia, and then alongside of each of those banners is Layla, the new 4-star cryo character that they kind of introduced to us a few weeks ago with Nahida's official stuff. So I'm looking forward to pulling on Yaimiko for Layla, but I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant.
I want to see Layla's stats.
I mean, we're going to talk about her in like just a little bit.
But I don't think we have her scaling information.
We don't have scaling information, but her playstyle is very similar to another character of just a different element.
Yeah.
So let's dive into it. Are you going to pull on Child or Yaimiko?
I'm debating on Yai, but it really just depends how quickly I can get my copies of Nahida.
Gotcha. Yeah. So if you have a bunch of Nahida copies really early, or however many you want, you might pull for Yai. Yeah. I feel like I'm gonna pull for Yai for Layla cons, but also because I do want Yaimiko, even though I probably won't use her. But like I said, I'm not like you. I'm the collector.
Right. Right.
And I've already passed her up once, and I already have Child, so I'm good there.
Yeah, plus you already went hard on someone just recently, so.
Yeah, and I'm not going hard on another character unless it's I think Alhaitham's going to be the next one for me, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm curious. I have to see his abilities first, but Alhaitham is on my radar now, actually, because I just really like the character now. So.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
All right. New character, Nahida, 5-star, obviously, Dendrovision, Catalyst Weapon. We kind of already knew that.
Mm-hmm.
Their elemental skill. So Nahida will enter an aiming mode if you hold it. While aiming, all the selected enemies will be linked by Nahida's special mark. After you trigger elemental reactions on opponents who are linked or when they take damage from Dendro cores, Nahida will unleash Tri-Karma Purification on the opponents and all connected opponents dealing Dendro damage. So this aiming mode does apply the Dendro element to those characters, or those enemies, I should say. She also has an elemental burst, Illusionary Heart, which manifests a Court of Dreams, expanding a special field, and it is massive.
Yeah, it's gigantic. The biggest AoE in existence from a character so far.
Pretty much, yeah. Different effects will be produced, whether they are Pyro, Electro, Hydro characters in the party. If there are Pyro characters in the party, it will increase the damage dealt by the Tri-Karma Purification. If there are Electro characters in the party, it will decrease the intervals at which Tri-Karma Purification is triggered. And if Hydro characters are in the party, it will increase the duration of the field of the burst, basically. If there are at least 2 party members of the same elemental type, either Pyro, Electro, or Hydro, it will increase those effects even further. And it's a good note that these effects can be triggered even when Nahida is not on the field. And the requirement for your active character must be inside the AoE, obviously. I feel like it's pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. What word are you looking for?
It's like the word where like, it's like a duh. Not like rhetorical, but like implied, I guess. Guess that's it, right? Like,
I don't know.
It's kind of already implied.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that's like, duh. Of course you need to be in the AoE. I don't know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Good enough.
Yeah, leave me alone. I like Nahida. I think her going to be such a huge support character for people probably since Bennett.
Yes, I would agree. Definitely different than Bennett. Bennett offers different perks, but
sure.
But yeah, like,
but in terms of like
one of the best supports, period, for sure.
Mm-hmm. The only thing I'm not too thrilled about is just that the burst doesn't apply Dendro. That's like the only thing. It's just like, it's such a shame. Even
Dude,
if
that happened, it would be like automatic amazing. Like that's the thing; it'd be broken.
Yeah, that's true. One thing to note though, and this could change, but as of the beta, her internal cooldown, she doesn't have one. So that skill that she has that applies Dendro, it doesn't have an internal cooldown, which means you want to use her in reaction-based teams because it's not like who's another character that does it that has an internal cooldown. It's like when a character has an internal cooldown, you can't trigger a reaction with every hit.
Right.
But with Nahida, you can, because there is no internal cooldown for the reaction. There will always be Dendro there, and if you apply an element, you're always doing a reaction. So
yeah,
very good for reaction teams. Nahida's a little different, though. Her exploration talent is really cool. You can use the aiming part of her skill to interact with some harvestable items, so you can get them from a distance. I think this is awesome.
I'm wondering if I can do that with trees.
Yeah, it looks like you can do it with bushes. I'm assuming you can do it with trees.
Because I honestly, like, I don't care about anything else, doing it with anything else. Like, it's just trees. That would be, like, super
and the cliffs. And the cliffs for, like, the little...
that's true, the cliffs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good call.
They also mentioned that you'll be able to interact with the characters. Like, they showed her taking pictures of NPCs with the skill, but they didn't dive into it. They said that we had to wait to see that. So I'm wondering what that's going to do.
Well, it can't do anything. That's the thing. It can't do anything like too crazy because otherwise that would be like gatekeeping.
Maybe content. Give us like a couple of materials, maybe.
Yeah, it has to be something
like low level artifacts or something.
Yeah, it just has to be something that can be easily overcome or very minute.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it would be like gatekeeping content, and that would suck. So.
Yeah. I was thinking it's almost like she's using like an Akasha system. And, like, it could bring up, like, lore for those characters. But then again, like you just said.
Yeah.
Kind of gatekeepy. All right. We got Layla. Love Layla's design. Love her animations. They looked super cool. Layla is the 4-star cryovision user. She uses a sword. I thought that was pretty cool. I wasn't expecting that. Again, they did the Nailu on us again.
Yeah.
They make you think they're going to hold a catalyst, and they're actually using a sword. Go ahead. You were going to say something.
Well, I was just going to say, what's your thought, Mona or Layla?
Mona for sure. Yeah.
Still sticking with Mona?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah. Layla's really cool. The sleepy thing is just not my thing, even though I think it's like a cute animation and I think it's really funny. Like in the live stream, they show like a clip of her asleep because she's kind of like Zenitsu if you've ever seen Demon Slayer.
Oh yeah.
Like completely useless when he's not sleeping, and then when he's sleeping he's like OP. Pretty much like that, but there's a clip of her where she's like taking notes or doing like an essay or homework or something because she is an academia student. Where she's sleeping and she's literally writing at like the speed of light. Is so hilarious.
Yeah.
So it's cute, but again, I don't like that sleepy trope characteristic.
Yeah, we do have another member of the Sleepy Tribe now. But yeah, I do like her. To me, she sounds like super high all the time. Is what she sounds like, more so than sleepy to me. I have canoned her as just someone who loves to get high under the stars, and that's her thing. So I think that she is very cool as far as like character style. I like that we have another astrologer, or I should say astrologist. But yeah, I'm curious to see about, as far as her being viable or not, like for, like high end comps. I really want to see her stats because she has some potential based on her kit. So
she is literally a cryo Sing Cho.
Mm-hmm.
Which I love.
Mm-hmm.
For like permafreeze teams. This is like perfect for like Ganyu or, well, not Ganyu. I get it's more like, or maybe like a melt team with like Yoimiya. That'd be really cool.
Well, so yeah, like part of it is speed of application, and then the other part is, I mean, like I'm especially curious because of the shield. Like, I want to see how strong her shield is.
It's probably not going to be that strong.
I don't think it's going to be super strong, but like I want to know, is it like Diona strong, or is it like what's his face?
Sing Cho.
No. The
Shongli?
No. The Chad. Toma. There we go.
You said Chad.
The
Jesus.
Chad. Yeah.
All right. I have a feeling that it's going to be Toma shield worthy, unless it does like a damage reduction like Sing Cho, but I feel like they would have talked about that.
Yeah.
Because Sing Cho's like swords, they are a shield kind of. They just like reduce damage and then they break.
Yeah, and they heal too.
Right. They heal with I think it's a constellation, but I could be wrong.
No, I think they heal flat, and then they're improved with constellation. If I
Got it. So Layla's elemental skill, Knights of Formal Focus, creates a shield when the character within it uses their elemental skill. Night stars will be created. Once 4 night stars are accumulated, they will transform into a homing shot and deal damage to enemies. Very similar to Sing Cho's swords. Throughout the skill duration, each time a night star is accumulated, the shield strength will increase, can be stacked up to 4 times. So that's interesting. We'll have to see how that works.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Also, does the shield strength snapshot at like 4 stacks, or does it go down when you get rid of a night star because it homes?
That's a good question. Yeah. Another reason why I want to see it in action and with the stats. So yeah.
We'll have to see. Dream of the Starstream Shaker is her elemental burst. It unleashes a dream sphere that constantly fires starlight slugs at opponents within its AoE, while also generating Night Star for Layla's shield. So yeah, a very cryoistic version of Sing Cho.
Mm-hmm.
Seeing her at first, I was like, she's cool looking. I like that she's like very blue. I like that aesthetic. I like that she's an astrologist. I'm thinking I'm gonna really like using her if I just like for cryo application. I just think it's really good. Just off-field cryo application.
Yeah, it's just now all these applications that don't synergize very well with Dendro are immediately just like not quite as good anymore.
I get what you're saying.
You know what I mean? Like, and it throws, which by the way is the most frustrating thing about this entire thing with Sumeru is the fact that Geo is now even further behind. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm so annoyed with that fact because they have, Ito's, the king, objectively the king of Genshin. So, and I can't do nearly as much in Sumeru as I could anywhere else. So it's a little frustrating.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Exploration talent, Shadowy Dream Signs. When Layla crafts character talent level materials, she has a chance to receive double the product. Very useful. So that's Layla. I'm looking forward to seeing more of her. I have high hopes. I actually have way more high hopes, like logical high hopes, than I did with Candace. I feel like Candace, I was just like reaching kind of like, oh, I really hope. It was like a lot of hoping. This is kind of like, okay, this looks good. Like you're seeing a lot. There's not a whole lot of questions, right? It's like you see a shield, the shield gets stronger, and it applies cryo, and it does damage, and they home. So we'll see.
Yeah, there is something about the simplicity of her kit that I like as well.
Yeah. Okay, we also have a new weapon. This would be Kusanali's weapon. It is the 1,000 Floating Dreams Catalyst. It looks cool. It looks really cool.
It looks like a genie's bottle.
Well, yeah. A lamp, genie's lamp, yeah. no other information on that though, really. So we'll have to wait for more. They'll probably do like a weapon overview.
Yeah.
We'll probably cover that next week. We also have a new boss. This was pretty much the highlight of the trailer and pretty much the whole special program, really.
Mm-hmm.
Our new weekly boss, Scaramouche.
That's right.
In his new god form.
This looks so cool.
It looks so epic. I already could figure out like the bottom. I don't know if you're looking at the article, but there's like a portion of the battle that they showed off where you only see like his top half. Like that, you can definitely tell that that's like phase 1.
Well, that's the thing that I like, because I saw the top half section a while ago in a leak, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I was like, oh man, that does look super cool. Like I'm really pumped to play that. But then seeing like the other phases now, I'm like, oh man, I'm so glad that they actually utilized the size of this thing and weren't because I feel like it is very lazy to I wish I shouldn't say lazy, because it's genuinely difficult to do what they did. So I don't blame developers that don't, but there's just a lot of potential there if you're willing to really put forth the effort in designing using that verticality. And they did it, and for something that it isn't just like tall, but is gigantic relative to your own size.
Yeah.
So yeah, I dig the fact that they've done this. They haven't really done anything like this before, which excites me more, because I always love it whenever developers kind of break their own mold. So
yeah, this is the way I was talking about this to some people was that this is epic looking, and not like epic like, oh man, this is super cool, even though it is. But when I say epic, I mean it's like this is something that like you would hear about in a story, like a fairy tale like hero story. Basically, I know that's literally what Genshin is, but this boss
it's just super anime. Like I love it.
Yeah. You know? He looks very Gundam like too.
He definitely does look very Gundam like, but that's part of its charm, I think, you know.
Yeah, for sure. All right, in the first phase of the battle, Scaramouche will only use his arms to attack you. The arms can utilize different elemental powers and several types of abilities. For example, attacks that can create flaming or freezing effects on the ground. There are multiple arcane formations on the ground of each elemental type, and activating those might trigger some effects. And there will be a little helper. Lesser Lord Kusanali and Sino's voice actor were making fun saying it's Paimon, but it's not.
Yeah. It would be nice if she did turn into something useful for a change, though.
Yeah. I think it's funny because Zach Aguilar, who's Aether's voice actor, was like, no, I don't want Paimon because she's not going to be useful.
Yeah, exactly. I would take this thing over Paimon as well. So
yeah. And for this little helper to help you out in the fight against Scaramouche, you're gonna have to collect some orbs on the field and use its skill. So it's almost like acting like a gadget. In the second phase, Scar will use the bigger form that has a really long legs, and you will use your usual attacks. Won't deal any tangible damage to him. You're gonna be basically relying on that little Dendro helper, basically. This fight just like kind of reminds me of the
first one.
Yeah, the first one, the Dvalin fight.
Yeah, and it's funny because we were talking about that before.
Yeah, we did. We talked about that a few weeks ago. But yeah, we wished that more fights like that came up.
Yeah, just something that was different. You know.
Yeah.
Which this is exactly what we got. So
yeah,
basically they're listening to the show.
They are, yeah.
Because obviously we said that before they went in production on this. So.
Oh, definitely. We definitely said that during like what? Maybe like a 2.0 banner beta, something like that.
Exactly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They know what's up.
Yep. We also have the Dendro Hypostasis, which someone pointed this out to me that this is it. This is the last one. No more hypostasis unless they add another element.
We have darkness still.
Darkness. Someone said physical hypostasis.
That's like, I mean, that's like Geo.
I guess.
Well, no, I guess not. They do classify it as an element, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't be geo, I guess. But yeah, what would physical be?
I don't know.
Yeah, we're reaching at this point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there could be, like, if there ever is another one, it would have to be like the, a Dainsleif kind of darkness or abyss magic kind of thing.
Someone else also said Rubik's Cube, where it just mixes all the elements together.
Oh, I'd love that. That'd be so good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Props to whoever said that.
We got teased for this a little bit. They literally just showed us a quick clip of it. But there is an event that kind of ties into the Dendrohypostasis, so we'll cover that in a little bit. Naturally, we have a new Archon quest. We do not have 2 this update. We only have 1. So this will be Act 5, Akasha Pulses, the Kalpa Flame Rises. So we'll be facing Scaramouche, Dottore, and the Grand Sage with the help of Cyno and Alhaitham. And in this quest, we are challenged with saving Nahida. We're also going to try to save Irminsul. So we'll see how that plays out.
Yep.
We also have Nahida's story quest. So a brand new story quest for Nahida coming as well. Then we also have some new events. Number 1, Fabulous Fungus Frenzy. Basically Genshin Pokemon.
I like this.
Yeah. It looks like they put a lot of thought into it, and I love that.
I agree.
So we're going to be using an event gadget to catch and train fungi. And these are the fungi of like all the different elements. And then we're going to participate in a tournament. We can only use this gadget in certain locations, and while using it, the fungi may run away, and we will need to chase after them and catch them with the gadget. Once captured, we get to name them, and we can train our fungi by using floral jellies, which ends up being like a little mini puzzle game that will mix and blend, basically like Pokepoffins or Pokeblocks, I think they were in Ruby and Sapphire.
Yeah.
To basically use those to train our fungi. And then we will also have another game mode, which will be where we battle the fungi or battle enemies with our fungi. We kind of direct them and command, and they all have different like abilities and stuff. So we'll have to control them to basically defend like ley line monoliths, very similar to like Floor 11 of the Abyss, and attack enemies. Very cool. This looked very well thought out. It looks like it has a lot of charm. I think the biggest thing for this is that we get a free Dory.
Yeah, no, that is super helpful.
Yeah, and a crown. We get a crown too.
Yeah.
But yeah, looking forward to that just so I can have Dory, and now I don't feel so bad for not pulling on the other banner.
Same, yeah.
All right, did you get Dory, by the way, or no?
I actually don't remember.
She's the only 4-star I don't have.
Yeah, because if I did get her, I did not, like, I haven't touched her at all. You know what I mean?
Gotcha, yeah. And then we have the Genshin Olympics. It's called Adventurers Trials. In this event, we're going to be using character special abilities to complete objectives. For example, we'll use Clear Yanfei to knock Electro Slimes into the goals by using overload reactions. Another example is you'll use Xiao's plunging attack to send platforms back to the ground. Basically, there's a lot of mini games. You can play this in co-op. The other one was like using Beto's skill to hit balls, which was like really cool.
Right.
Again, looks like a really fun event and like not combat related, but also combat related. But I like that they use a bunch of different characters like skills for something that's not combat related and makes it fun.
Yeah, same.
You don't have any other like real thoughts on this?
Not really. I mean, it'll be cool to do. I want to play it before I say too much more on it because I feel like there's not enough there for me to really say
I get what
one
you're
way
saying.
or the other. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't just be like, oh yeah, I like this event. I'm just saying it looks cool. Like, it looks interesting. Yeah,
I agree with you. I have a feeling that I've just so many times whenever it like looks like it could be pretty fun, and then I get in there and then I'm like, oh, like this is kind of boring and redundant.
Okay. Well, we'll have to see.
Yeah.
Number 3, Hypostatic Symphony, Dissonant Verse. In this one, it's just like our regular battle events that we get. With Dendrohypostasis as one of the enemies in the event, we will fight the Cryo, Pyro, Hydro, and Dendrohypostasis only. Before starting the challenge, we can select one buff to help us. And we can still use food and potions from our inventory to help us defeat the hypostasises during this event. So very generic combat challenge event.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4, outside the canvas, inside the lens. This is the greenery chapter. I liked this event. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. These things are not combat-y, so they're, once again, like a little different, so I do like them more.
Mm-hmm. So this is the one where, you kind of took like screenshot-ish pictures with the camera, and you would do like skills in certain areas. They improved it though. So you can choose like preset angles and get really cool angles. And this was actually one of the things I complained about. I don't know if you remember, but in the podcast, I did complain about how like you would use a skill, but like it kind of makes the picture kind of look like crap. Well, now they're giving you preset angles where when you actually go to do the skill or whatever they want you to do, it actually looks good because they have a preset angle.
That's good.
So,
I like that.
Yeah. And then you can use the zoom or rotate function to take better pictures, but pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Marvelous Merchandise event is coming back, so we're going to be interacting with Libin to get presents again, so that's pretty helpful.
Always good.
Yep. I feel like they didn't mention this, but for anybody who's just joining Genshin and hasn't done this event yet, just remember that if you go to Libin and you don't have a present, because the presents give specific things, if you don't have a present that you like in your world, you can go to another player's world and get a present that they have. Doesn't mean that you take their present and they can't get it. It just means that you basically have different options.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's peeing a lot.
It's like the scene from, whatchamacallit? Oh, what's that movie with Mike Myers?
Friday the 13th?
No, with Mike Myers. No, Mike Myers, the comedian. Austin Powers. There we go.
Austin Powers?
Yeah, where he was peeing forever. Okay.
We also have new adjustments. We have the replications. Jeez, I still can't get it right.
That's funny.
We have the replication system in the Serenity Teapot. Basically, with this, your friends can go in, or maybe not your friends, but anybody can go in, make something really cool, a really cool design in their Serenity Teapot. And now they have a new sharing code where you can bring a design from another traveler's teapot, use it in yours, and you can basically duplicate it. So if you have a design or see a design that you really like, you can save yourself a lot of time, save your time from shaking your items on the screen, which we don't really do anymore, but floating, all that stuff. You can bring that in, basically copy and pasta it right into your world or into your Serenity Teapot, and you have it for yourself. I think this is awesome.
This is going to be so nice.
I have a gripe.
What?
They said the long-awaited. Nobody was long-awaiting this. No, we don't want this. We want new loads. We want you to take the heavy load that the characters bring and just tone that down.
Yeah.
That's what we want. We just want more max load, less load on characters and pets. We didn't want this. This wasn't long awaited. I mean, it's cool, don't get me wrong.
This is super handy, I think, for sure.
But you still need to create the pieces, though. They're not going to let you just replicate it without.
But you don't, I mean, like, imagine going to YouTube and finding, like, someone whose town is amazing looking.
I haven't. I've done it.
All you have to do is just build the pieces out, and then you just get the code, and then, boom, you have that. You don't have to worry about setting it all up.
I feel like
it's going to be super nice.
Yeah, I mean, I just want more load. I just want to make bigger, better teapots, not...
Oh, man.
I mean, I'm not saying... Listen,
so
no.
This is inappropriate jokes are running through my head right now, but yeah.
Okay. New game languages. If you are Turkish or Italian, get ready. Your language is now being added to the game with version 3.2. So, you guys can look forward to that.
Very nice.
That's pretty much it. Though the one thing I did want to note is that, which is just kind of like a general comment on this whole live stream, was that it felt super rushed.
The live stream?
They jam-packed this all in a half hour.
They did. Really push this one relative to the others, yeah.
They left me with some questions, though. they clearly show the Sumeru teapot realm, but don't explicitly say, oh, hey, we're getting a new realm. Like that literally wasn't even mentioned.
Yeah.
So are we getting the realm? I'm assuming we are. They show it off.
I'm sure that we are eventually, but I don't know. I don't think we're getting it yet then.
I just like, they just showed like a bunch of, they even showed a bunch of furnishings that aren't available right now.
Yeah, but they didn't specifically say we'll be getting those. So I have a feeling that they're just teasing it.
See, then I just don't like that. I just don't. I'm just not. That doesn't fly with me. Don't show me things and then make me wait. Like, it's fine if you're going to make me wait for it, but like, you're showing it to me and not specifically telling me I have to wait.
Right. As in, like, you're saying, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get it.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's on the version 3.2 special program, but they don't say, hey, you're going to have it with the 3.2 special program, because they never officially said, oh, hey, you're getting this. It's not like the TCG where they're like, hey, we have the TCG, it's coming in 3.3.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I feel like it was all because they rushed it. It felt very rushed.
It definitely did, yeah.
Even in some of the dialogue between the voice actors, it was just like, that didn't sound right, and that's probably because it was rushed.
Yeah, I'd agree. It was definitely much shorter than the others.
Anyway, I like everything that they showed.
Mm-hmm.
Just not too keen on maybe some of the events, but honestly, they're not that bad.
Yeah, I feel like we're definitely going to be light on content.
Yeah.
So as we talked about in our pre-show for the patrons, like we gotta slow roll it this time, because it's definitely going to be light on the content, and they're going to of course string it together with some what I imagine to be fairly subpar events.
No, not the Pokemon one.
The Pokemon one looks good, but I think that's going to be definitely probably like the best one that we get until more new content comes out. But we'll see. I know it's like I'm still waiting for Theater Mechanicus to come back around. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Probably with the next festival.
Yeah.
All right. We have Wish of the Week.
That's right.
Oh boy, do you have a standard wish?
No, I don't. So I'm gonna have to pull on Sino, but I'm not worried. I'm not gonna be able to grab him.
Okay. You're very confident then, eh?
I'm too low and my luck's too terrible.
Okay. Oh wait, it's not Sino, by the way.
It's Nailu. That's right. Yeah, it's Nailu.
Or Albedo. Which one? Albedo? Nailu?
No, Nailu, because at least if I do get one, at least it'll be a new character.
Okay.
You want to go first?
I'll go first. I'm at 70 pity.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to be pulling on Nailu's banner.
Okay. Let's see it.
So I'm like up there. I also have, let's see. Oh, I have all the codes too. Like all the codes from the live stream to use.
Yeah, but you're not going to use them all now on Nailu, right?
Well, I'm going to pull on Nailu right now. So that'll put me at 71. It's a blue. I think I want to do one more.
Oh, man, you are such a pull fanatic, man.
I am. I can't control myself. It's a blue. I'm pulling one more time.
All right. Which number? This is 73 or 72 now?
Oh my god, it's a 5-star? I can't look. I can't look.
Oh god.
Oh.
Okay, so you lost your 50-50. Let me take a guess at who it is.
Okay.
You're
not going to guess it.
Jean.
Nope. You're going to be like, oh yeah, I forgot about this.
Ka-ching.
No. You're not going to get
it.
No, no. Just
who?
Give up. It's Tignari.
Ugh. Okay.
Wow.
No, thank you.
All right, so no Nailu.
Mm-hmm.
I have a C1 Tignari. Let's see, what is it? Charged attack crit rate is increased by 15%. That's actually a pretty good C1.
Yeah, you do. Can't wait.
Oh, yeah, I use him, though, so yeah, that works for me.
When do you use him?
I use him on a Hyperbloom team. Now my crit rate is 150% to 92. And then with a charge attack, which you're always doing a charge attack with him, it's going to be like 150 to 110 or 105, something like that. But now Nahida is guaranteed.
Okay. That's good.
Nahida is guaranteed, yeah.
Okay, let me go ahead and use mine real quick.
Do it.
All right. I am only pulling one because I can control myself. Thank you very much.
So all he says.
It's blue. No surprise there. 21 in. So
21 in, eh?
21 in now.
And is this a guaranteed for you or no?
No, this is not a guaranteed because I ended up having to use up my guaranteed accidentally.
Accidentally?
Yeah, I remember when getting whatchamacallit, whenever I had to try to keep pulling. That's right, for Sino. I used my guaranteed for Sino because I had to keep pulling to get enough to go to the shop. Do you remember?
Oh, yeah,
yeah,
I remember that.
That was my guaranteed. So I did get Sino, unfortunately, but I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say unfortunately, because although like I do really love that character. Like I love so much about that character. I just know that he's not optimized right now for a comp that I'm going to play. So like right. I am not upset that I did pull him because he deserves to be pulled on. He's a good, a really, really cool character narratively. So.
Oh yeah. Super cool.
Yeah. I'm very impressed with the characters in Sumeru so far, or at least recently. Tignari, no.
Oh God, please give me a break.
But as far as I really liked Al-Hytham, and I really like Sino. What's her face is really growing on me.
Dea?
Yeah, Dea is growing on me a good bit, so she's up there. And I actually really liked the whole dance thing from what's her name? Nailu. So
you liked the dance thing? I thought you thought that was kind of lackluster.
I didn't at first, but then I saw a video of it again on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? It's not so bad. She's vibing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's having a good ass time.
In the live stream program, it looks like she kind of is going to do something kind of crazy to help us out.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's another
point
opportunity,
that's be
yeah, an opportunity for her to show what she's worth. So I think that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, but so far, yeah, like I really do enjoy the character, and Nahida, I really like Nahida as well. I think she's a really interesting character. So yeah, all good stuff.
Can't believe I lost my 50-50 on Tignari.
Yeah,
I really wanted Nailu.
Yeah, I mean, you did that to yourself there.
Yeah. I mean, I would have lost it anyway, so
maybe. Who knows?
No, that's has no weight. The 50-50 is either lost or it's not lost. I would have lost the 50-50 on Nahida's banner.
No, I mean, like if you would have pulled at a different time, maybe it would have been something different.
I don't believe that.
Could be. If you pulled 3 seconds later, maybe it would have been different. Who knows?
That's not how it works.
Do we know for a fact that that's not how it works?
Yeah.
It's a random number generator.
Yeah. It's that. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so every instance of you throwing it could be entirely different.
Yeah, but I was always going to do that one pull. This isn't question of the week. Why are we debating this right now?
That's not how it works.
What do you mean that's not how it works?
It's not like for instance, if you're going to toss
it's already predetermined. It's already predetermined. If I flip a coin It's either going to be heads or tails. That next flip is already predetermined, just like how the one after that is already predetermined. I just don't know what it is.
No, well,
yes
and no. It is going to be heads or tails, but because you threw it, like if I throw one right now, right, it would be, let's just say it's head. Well, if I threw it in a different room 3 minutes later, it could very easily be something different. Like, I mean, it could easily be, I forgot what I originally landed on in here. Tails, I think I said. It could easily be heads.
But my point is that it's already predetermined. Fate isn't just like, oh, we moved to a different room, got to change it up a bit.
It doesn't make any sense. But you're saying fate exists. I'm saying it is not. It's chaotic.
No, I'm right. No, but it is chaotic to a point, but it doesn't just change on a whim. It's already predetermined. The only way you're
going to be arguing this for
we're going to keep
hours.
The only way that your statement makes sense is if I was just like, oh, I'm going to pull on the 3.0 banner, and if I lose on my 50-50, there's no way that I can get Tignari. But if I wait a week and it's 3.2 and now Tignari's on the standard banner, well, yeah, now I could potentially pull Tignari. That is when it changes. That's when it makes sense.
What you're thinking is that it's already determined before you even roll, is what you're saying.
It is.
It's not.
It is.
It is not.
Yes, it is.
So this what
I'm basically saying, our rituals are a farce.
This is where we disagree, because you believe that there is fate that dictates that what it is going to be.
Yeah, just like how when you pull for Nahida, you're going to lose every 50-50. You just don't know it yet. So when you go to pull for Nahida, you're going to lose every 50-50, and that's just the fate that you have been dealt with. You just don't know it yet. And if you decide to pull the first day or 2 weeks from the first day, you're going to still lose every 50-50. Just live with that. Let that live rent-free in your head.
We are living in this fantasy world of yours where you make up these ridiculous rules, and I refuse to live by them.
Oh, boy. It wasn't Chi-Chi. That's what I'm happy about.
That is very true. I'm sitting with a C5 Chi-Chi at this point, so.
Ooh, dang. I think mine's maybe C1 or C2. But then again, you do pull a lot more than I do.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, question of the week. Now for the real debate. If I can find one. Let's see. Jeez. It's like a slew of... This is one thing that the one thing I dislike about our Discord, but I love it at the same time, is that question of the week is for them to ask us questions, but everybody just answers the question that was posted.
Oh yeah, I know.
Which is fine. It's funny.
I was just thinking we had
everybody's responses.
Our argument. We had a genuine Schrodinger's cat argument just a minute ago that played out perfectly.
Yeah. Let's see. Did we do the what is our favorite weapon type? Yeah, I think we did.
Yeah, we did.
All right, let's do... This is by Ferris. What's the most embarrassing thing you've done in Tevat?
Oh, I mean, I have no shame, especially in a video game, so I don't know. I consider myself essentially God there. So.
Oh, God. The most embarrassing thing I've done, I mean,
it has to be when I just did something stupid, like I messed up on something horrible.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's what embarrassing means. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I can choose two things. Okay, you know what? I actually have a top one thing that I've done, but it's pull related, so it's not really in Tevat, but it's kind of in the game. I was just talking about this to somebody. Eula's first banner, because she hasn't had a rerun yet, right? Yeah. So Eula's banner, her This was when they did the very first time they did the 2 banners at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Her first banner was with Albedo. It was his first rerun.
Mm-hmm.
And Albedo was my first 5-star that I ever got, because I started playing around when Dragonspine got released, and that's when Albedo got released, and he was my first 10 pull. I got Albedo in my first 10 pull, and I was like, oh, is he good? And my friend was like, yeah, that's you want the character on the banner. So I was like, oh, okay. So I got Albedo, and then when Eula came around, I was like, oh, I'm going to pull for Eula. I really like Eula's design. I needed cryo characters at the time. So I was like, cool, I'll pull on Eula. And like I said, this is the first time they did the 2 banners side by side. I wasn't used to it. Guaranteed pull. So I was like, oh, I'm going to get Eula. It's only a matter of time.
Mm-hmm.
And I was at a point where I was so obsessed with pulling that every day at like daily reset at like 5 a.m., I was still at work, and I had a friend who was playing Genshin at the time at work, and 5 o'clock reset hit, and the shop reset for like the star glitter, so I could buy like 5 fates, and I bought 5 fates. I did a 10 pull, but I went through all the menus way too quick, and I accidentally pulled on Albedo's banner, and I pulled Albedo, and now I have Albedo at C1.
Oh no, that's not good.
Yeah, and no Eula, and then I missed out because I wasn't, at the time, I was not spending money. I was only using what I could get in game.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so I still have no Eula, unfortunately.
Dang. I mean, I don't have one either though, so I'm with you there at least. But yeah, for me, it would probably be it's not as much like super embarrassing as much as just like my biggest mess up, I guess. Because I genuinely just can't think of an embarrassing moment in the game other than it. But I went like just balls deep on Huteo.
Huteo.
That's how. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a whole team comp for her, and that was before I played her basically like at all, and or looked up anything for her. I just knew that she was like super good, super meta, and I ended up getting 2 copies of her and her weapon. Or I mean, I got her to C2 and her weapon, and I ended up like I played with her for like a day after I got everyone's, stuff all situated, their weapons and their artifacts and everything all set up. I played with her for like a day, and I was like, wow, I do not like her playstyle whatsoever. The managing her health constantly. I hated it, and I was like, I'm never playing this character again, and I have not. So I probably wasted like $400, or not $400, but like $300 or so. Just off of that. Actually, it's probably like $400 or so. Just because of that, I didn't do my due diligence beforehand.
Jeez, so yeah, you did. Yeah, that is kind of embarrassing.
Yeah. So is what it is. That's why I'm more careful now with who I pick and pull on.
So you won't use Hutao at all, like even now?
No. Yeah,
really.
I mean,
it's that bad?
I it's not like I'm like, oh my god, I have a phobia and I can't play her. It's just like I really just don't like her playstyle at all. So I will, certainly avoid playing her unless I really need. Because I have Yoimiya now, so I don't need like a fire character ever that I would be forced to pick her on. So yeah, there's never going to be a need for me to play her basically.
Gotcha. All right, that's the end of our show. I think we should do a show kind of similar to this where we don't really have when we don't have a whole lot of news, where we should just kind of do like a question. We should just do a question of the week episode.
Yeah, there we go.
And we also owe them the character relationship one where we got to go through, which you kind of do see now, right? You saw the stuff in Discord between
yes.
Who were we talking about?
I did. That one was
Beidou and Ningguang.
Yeah, Beidou and Ningguang.
Oh yeah,
that was right. There was definitely some stuff there.
Oh yeah, there's some hot stuff there.
I think I was blinded by it because I have a major crush on Ningguang. So
okay, gotcha.
Yeah, I think I was blinded by that. So
yeah,
it's unfortunate. Maybe she's bi.
You can hope. You can hope.
Man can dream, I suppose.
Before we end the show, I do want to thank our patrons who support us. They're very important. We don't want to forget about them. We have our Favonius Knight tier. Soupy, thank you, Soupy, for supporting the show. Our Grandmaster, or Acting Grandmaster Gene, definitely thanks you. And we also have our Adeptus tier, Neku, who Zhongli definitely appreciates your sacrifice as an Adeptus to support this podcast. Very appreciated. Thank you very much. Okay, that's the end of our show. Pharaoh, where can they find you?
So you can find me here, of course, as well as Chronicles of Runeterra. It's a podcast all about the hit Netflix series Arcane. You can check that out over there. And you can also join the Discord that I have at the Directive, www.com/
www.com.
I don't know why I said www.com. It's to buy time until I remember the actual name. Discord.me. There we go. It was eluding me. Discord.me / the Directive. You can go there and find me there.
Awesome. If you guys want to get a hold of the show, like I said earlier on the episode, Twitter, Instagram, all at HoYoCast. That would be on HoYoLab as well. Or you guys
www.hoyolab.com / HoYoLab.
Oh man. And if you guys want to join our community, it's a fun time. We have a blast in there. Discord.me / The Resonance. You can check us out there. We have a lot of fun stuff going on. Next week, I don't know what we're going to have. Are we going to have the update? I can't remember what date the update is.
I don't think they said specifically, did they?
They didn't say it in the stream, but they said it. Remember, they gave us that little chart on when the dates were going to be.
I don't remember now.
It is November 2nd, so we have, what is that? A little over a week from when this episode goes live. Yeah. 9 days. So we'll have one more episode before we get an update. So, geez, we're going to have to fill it up.
Yeah.
We're going to have to figure out.
I'm sure we'll find things.
Yeah, we will. They'll give us some details on everything, probably, that they showed today.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, that's the end of the show, and we'll talk to you guys next week.